Hello, I'm Caroline Jaine, also known as the Resilience Guide, and now known as the creator of something called the Unbreakable Path. The Unbreakable Path is a program. It is the Advanced Certificate for Resilient Leadership. So the program is meant for leaders and aspiring leaders, but actually um, it works for anybody. You don't need to be a leader or an aspiring leader to benefit from it. It's really for people who are committed to their own personal development, like 100% committed. These are people who have tried lots of things before. Maybe they've tried self-help books, they've tried some coaching, they've tried going to classes. Maybe they've tried a bit of meditation or yoga, tried fixing themselves, but nothing really goes deep enough. And what happens is, with all good intention, especially times like in the new year, where you recognise that you deep down want some change in your life, or you want to change some habits. But unfortunately, what happens is because your chosen method of fixing yourself or helping yourself doesn't go deep enough and change is not really forthcoming, it can almost have the worst effect of then feeling pretty crappy about yourself, feeling like you're a failure, and that feeds into lots of limiting beliefs, and your attempt to do something positive and good for yourself has actually had the detrimental effect on you. So that's one of the reasons why I developed this, because when I kind of experienced burnout, I realised that a lot of my go-to things, like going for a walk or doing a bit of meditation, they were not only were they not really fit for the challenges of our modern lives and the pressures of our stressful existences, but they didn't really go deep enough into looking at some of the root causes, looking at deep behavioural patterns, or they didn't look at quietening the mind enough, or things like safe spaces, which are all things that my program does. It's 12 modules long. It is self-directed. It is on a fantastic new tech platform, which I've worked very hard at to expand my knowledge on how that all works. The reason I wanted it like that was because I really wanted it to be at your own pace. I began the program delivering it in groups, and it became quickly apparent that in a group setting, especially a lot of the people that I worked with worked in professions where they weren't really comfortable being vulnerable, or they didn't feel a psychological safety in a group, let alone a group with strangers in. So this is why I developed the program, because it is self-directed. So you can do the 12 modules super fast if you want to, or you can do it at a nice, slow, steady pace to suit you and your learning style. There's also provision for people studying the program to make comments and contribute, so a community of people will evolve if they want to. The other thing that supports the program, which is pretty unique, is this incredible workbook. It has tasks that go along with each module, which gently and kindly challenge your thinking and ask you to explore things a little bit deeper. And the program has the added bonus of having me at the end of a message. If you get stuck or have problems, I am there to help you respond to any questions that you might have. The program is I'm very science and evidence based. People might know me as a bit of a meditator and might think I'm a bit woo-woo and a bit spiritual for you, but trust me, everything that I talk about and I recommend is backed up by evidence that it works. Although, of course, I encourage you to be instinctive beings and to be in tune with your body, your soma, and with the things that are unconsciously limiting you. I don't do any of this without evidence that these things have a good impact and are effective. I also look in the programme at the modern day context and the stresses and pressures of modern life, and everything from our mobile phones distracting us to this constant bombardment of being sold things at every turn. And I think that a lot of the ancient wisdoms, although they are incredible, and these might be things that you've tried already, they may resonate with you at some level, but they don't feel quite fit for purpose for today's world. So if you want to find out more about the programme, I'm happy to, if you want to book a free 30-minute Zoom assessment to see if it might work for you, or maybe I've got other things that might work better, like my one-to-one coaching and soon to be root causes therapy. I'm happy to do an assessment, but I really urge you just to go for it. Invest in yourself. Why not? And do it in a deep and meaningful way that will build you up, not bring you down. That is the Unbreakable Path, the Advanced Certificate in Resilient Leadership.